Hi, so today is all about bringing you some top 10 tips for your mentoring success. So whether you're the mentor or the mentee, the business founder or a career professional that is undertaking some sort of mentoring, then it's really important to follow these 10 steps to get the most out of your time together. Okay, so first one, connectivity. Have that connection call, whatever you want to call it, discovery call, what conversation piece. Just make sure you have that connectivity call because it's super important that there's a match there. And I'm not just talking, the same set of skills, experience, knowledge. In fact, it's the opposite. I'm talking, is there a connection there between mentor and mentee? Can you have open, frank, honest conversations with each other? And is there a genuine connection there that you feel the support network would help? Okay, so connectivity is number one. Excuse me. Contract is the second step. I often feel like mentoring is seen as quite an informal or a voluntary kind of piece of work. It's absolutely not. And with that formality comes a contract. I'm not talking war and peace, but there is a contract in place between mentor and mentee to say, yeah, you know what, I'm committed to you and you're committed to me. These are the days, these are the times, these are the locations that we'll meet. This is how often we'll send out invoices. This is how often you'll pay me. It's a contract just like it would be with any professional service. So make sure that's in place. The third step is, quite obviously, be clear. Be really clear about what your expectations are as a mentee. What do you want to achieve out of this mentoring? It's no good going into it quite woolly and not quite sure. What do you really want to achieve? I'm sure it's some level of personal or professional growth. So have some time to be clear about what you would like to achieve at the end of either the mentoring session or the mentoring program, and make sure you're clear about your expectations with your mentor. It honestly makes the process so much easier. Communications, speaking of making it easier, communications is step 4. It's just about being open and honest. It's if you're not open and honest about what's going on in your career, what's going on in your business, then that transparency is lost and it just doesn't work and you're not going to get as much out of the process or the program at all. So be very open, honest, transparent. I actually had a mentee say to me the other day, well, of course I'll be open and transparent. Why would I not be? Because otherwise I'm not going to get anything out of this. I thought, okay, fair enough. But that's absolutely right. Conversations between mentee and mentor are purely there to create clarity. That's it. Next step, challenges. Challenges, sometimes a mentor, especially me, asks a lot of questions. That's not fact-finding all the time. Sometimes those questions are to challenge you as a mentee. So they're really to try to open up more choices for you. It's the way of you finding your answers, your way for your business or for your career. So sometimes if you're being challenged, it's a good thing because what you'll have is new perspectives and a different way of progressing. Champion proactivity. There we go. Champion proactivity. This is about you being proactive as a mentee. Don't see it as, mentor's going to come along to a session and deliver all the goods. This is absolutely, as I've said before, a two-way process. So if you've got something you really want to talk about or you really want support with or you really need a sounding board for, then drop your mentor a message and say, can we talk about this at the next session? I really need to bottom it. Honestly, your mentor will be so happy. They can go off and plan a really good session for you. And it just adds value along the way. So champion proactivity. With that in mind, channel ownership. Please remember that these sessions are for you. You're the mentee. They're your sessions. They need to be framed however you want them to be. Sometimes the plan goes completely out of the window and it's just what's been happening at that particular time. So it's your session, but also it's your responsibility. So make sure you turn up on time and you turn up 110% yourself ready for the session. Make sure you think about what you want to get out of it. Answer those difficult questions. Be as proactive and communicative, as responsible as you can be. Because what that does, it instills a growth mindset And with a growth mindset, possibilities are endless. We're nearly there. Number 9, check progress. Okay, I know feedback can be a little bit icky, either receiving or giving. You know, it's not any of our favourite things to do. However, if we check our progress through feedback, then we can check that we are aligned with our goals. We can check that right back at the beginning of the mentoring program, what we said we wanted to achieve, we can check our progress and say, are we achieving that? Are we still on track? Do we need to realign? And I skipped on to the 10th one there a little bit. So with regards to feedback. So with regards to feedback, which is number 10, yes, it is a little bit icky to receive or give, but do it, because what you do as part of the feedback process is you reflect, you review, you reframe, and most importantly, you shine. Hope that's helped. See you on the next video. Take care.